Hey guys, welcome back. We are actually going to start this week's video over at a Goodwill in the west side suburbs. I've had a lot of good luck here. Games are flat rated, usually around $5 here. There's never any high or low to it. So it's pretty much, you know what you're going to get going into it. So let's see what we get. All right, so there was not a lot in there. As you saw, I pulled 2 college basketball games out. I actually left one of them behind because it really wasn't worth grabbing for $5. But this one I thought was because College Hoops 2K8 on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 is about an $80 game. Unfortunately, the PS2 version doesn't go for anywhere near that. But I wanted to grab it. I actually sold an old copy of it that I had, and this one is in pristine condition. Like case is okay, but the disc and manual and everything inside are great. And the 2K sports games for college basketball are so much better than the EA sports games in my opinion. But I like to keep this in the collection. I said if it spikes again in price, I might sell it again. But this is kind of one of those games I like to keep in the collection no matter what, and I've actually sold off most of the expensive copies that I had, and I'll just keep this PS2 version in my collection for the time being. So we left NCAA 09, which is the EA Sports game, and that was the last EA Sports college basketball game for PS2. But picked this one up for $5. All right, as you guys saw, we made a stop into Gamestop, and it was not to purchase anything. This actually didn't cost a thing. So if you have a GameStop game that has a GameStop case and not the original game and artwork, you can actually take it to GameStop. If they have a copy of it that has the actual game and artwork, you can exchange it for free. I've never been denied by this, and I even sometimes when I've gone and gotten thrift store games, occasionally they'll be in the GameStop case, and you can take them over to there, and as long as they have it in stock with the actual case and artwork, they will swap the game out and put it in the actual case for you, which is what I did today. I picked up Majora's Mask, which you guys saw in last week's video. I picked it up for like super cheap. It was like $9, but it had a GameStop case, so I was kind of bummed out by that. But like I said, I happened to be going by another GameStop, and I had noticed that they had it on the wall, so quick and free, swapped it out. All right, so we went into my local St. Vincent de Paul, and it was a discount day. So we got a bunch of games for cheap. Usually they don't have a ton of games in the St. Vincent, and it's kind of a bummer because on the discount days, it's buy one, get one for a penny. And the games only go for $2 in the first place. So it ends up being like 2 games for $1 and 2 games for $1 and a penny. So not a bad deal. We picked up 4 games, and you saw them in the video, most of them at least. I actually put back the Lumberjack game. I thought it looked kind of fun, but I opened it up and there was no disc. So that's a bummer, but we made up for it, and I'll show you that in a second. First of all, we grabbed, for the PlayStation 2, Civil War, A Nation Divided. I actually played this game back in the day. I actually have the 360 version, but for $1, I needed a 4th game to fill it in, and since Lumberjack was a no-go, I grabbed this. Yeah, it's like a $10 game still, and I figure I can grab it and either keep it in the collection, but I probably won't. I probably end up trading it, and it's in great condition. So the case isn't great. I can wipe that off though, but the disc is in perfect condition. So pick that up for $1, and it's a fun game. If you guys ever have a chance to try these games, I love history games. So I mean, I'm kind of biased towards it, but like it's a first-person shooter based in the Civil War, and it's a lot of fun. So give it a whirl if you have a chance. You see it for cheap in your local thrift store. Feel free to grab it. We also picked up on the 360 Lego Movie, and it's sealed. I was not expecting to find a sealed game today, but anytime you find a sealed game at the thrift store, I'm going to pick it up. And I think I already have this game, but I think I have it on another system, but I will double check. I didn't have time to look through my stuff to make sure I didn't have it, but I figured it's a sealed game. I'm going to grab it no matter what for $1. So awesome there. We also grabbed a couple of Wii games. We found these over in the excess bin off to the side. Excite Truck on the Wii. This game is a blast. My son and I played this back in the day. I don't know. I think I might still have it. I'm not sure if I traded it or not. But for $1, this is a first-party Nintendo title, so I'm totally going to grab that for $1. And if I do have it, I will check and see if this copy's in better shape than mine. And if not, I will trade one of them in. Now, the one that I got most excited about, and I actually dropped all the games when I saw it, which, oops, was Wii Sports Resort. But it wasn't in there. Instead, it was Mario Party 8, which is better. This goes, I think, for like $22 in trade, I think, at Gamestop. And I think Wii Sports Resort goes for around $16. But we picked it up for $1, and I'll probably keep the case for Resort just in case I come across it again. And yeah, we have Mario Party 8 on the Wii. So altogether, $4.02. Can't complain about that one bit. All right, so you saw we went into that Meijer real quick, and I want to give a big shout out to a viewer, Jesse Warren. Commented on one of my videos a couple weeks back and said that there was a game to look out for over at this Meijer over in Alexandria, and I was actually pretty excited about it because it's a game that I was wanting to get, and it was super cheap. It was Need for Speed Most Wanted, the remaster for PlayStation. He said the PlayStation version and the Xbox version were both $12 a piece, and sure enough, I actually had to have an employee go to the back and find the PlayStation version for me because I wanted to have the PlayStation version because I'm sure it'll look better on the PS5. But they had the Xbox One version on the shelf, and this was not anywhere to be found. So I asked him, is there any more in the back? He went back and looked. Sure enough, they had a copy of it in the back. $12 for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I said Most Wanted originally, didn't I? Hot Pursuit on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, super stoked to grab this, and I'm sure the frame rate will look amazing on my new console. So yeah, picked that up for $12. Thanks again, Jesse. So while I was there, I looked at the wall, and they had a ton of things that were on clearance that were all already taken, bought, pillaged. There weren't a lot of stuff there. How about that? So they had Death Stranding listed for $4, and I asked him if there were any of those in the back. He said no. They had Let's Go Pikachu on the shelf saying it was going to be $18, and I was like, do you have any of that? No, we don't got that either. I was kind of bummed out. Jedi Fallen Order, it had it listed as $17.99 on the wall, and then I walked around the corner and they had it sitting in a pile of clearance games for $15. So Jedi Fallen Order, if you guys don't know, just got an update, and I guess it's supposed to be upgrading the graphics to PS5 or the frame rate or whatever the heck it is. It's a PS5 update that just did to it. So I was stoked to grab that for $15. I have it on Xbox One, and it's fun. I've played it a couple of times, and I haven't really gotten to delve that far into it because I've been kind of bouncing around between games. But I'm probably going to trade that one in now and just keep this because I said this has got the PS5 update recently that EA just did for it. So I'm going to play this and see how it looks compared to the Xbox One version. And that one was $15. You saw a couple other games in that stack. They had FIFA 20 for $7.50. Already got that on Switch. Doom Eternal they had for $15, which is a great deal for that. If you happen to see that in your area, take a look and grab that. But I'm not a big Doom fan. I can never get into them. They're just they don't really do anything for me. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Doom Eternal was a great deal for $15. I just didn't have any interest in it. And what was one of the ones? Oh, Outer Worlds they had for $10, but I just bought that on PlayStation 4 from GameStop not too long ago for $9, so didn't need that one either. But a lot of good deals in there, so if you have a Meijer in your area, check them out. There's probably going to be some good clearance deals, and a lot of them aren't listed, I guess. From what I watched from Chase After the Right Price, they have been finding games that aren't actually marked as on clearance, but they are. So if you have a chance, look at one of Chase After the Right Prices videos. Meijer seems to be having a lot of hidden clearance, and you just got to try to scan them and find out which ones are on sale and which ones aren't. But 2 games for a total of $27. I love it. All right, as you guys saw, we stepped into St. Vincent de Paul real quick, and we found a couple of games to pick up. The first one, I wasn't sure if I was going to grab because I don't usually spend more than $5 for games at the thrift store. But I figured Andrew would be into it. It's Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy. And Andrew has his Game Boy he plays his games on, so it was $6. I mean, I think the game is worth like $12 or something like that, but the second game made up for paying a little more than I like to pay on these games. So, as y'all saw in the video, Breath of the Wild was on the shelf. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way this thing's going to be in there because anything that's on the shelf has got a 50-50 chance, if it's a good game, of even still being there. So, it was there. And the other thing about it was, it wasn't marked. There was no price on it. So they gave it to me for $1. That's pretty awesome. Breath of the Wild, I think, still goes for around $30. I have a copy of it, so I think I might just get this to either trade it or I might just hold on to it just in case my copy ever has an issue. But yeah, it's in perfect shape. Picked up Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for $1 at the thrift store. All right, guys, last stop of the week, and we stepped into Target real quick. And I haven't had a lot of luck at Targets recently. They haven't had a lot of good clearance games. We found two things, and one of them was in the clearance section, and one was actually just on the wall. First of all, the one on the wall we saw, Skater XL on the PS4. I was surprised to see this for $12. Not that old of a game, but I guess with Tony Hawk Pro Skater coming out, I guess it's kind of got pushed to the side. So I don't know much about it. I haven't played a lot of skating games since the earlier Tony Hawk games, so totally willing to try this out and give it a shot. Man, it's $12. PS4 game for $12. Can't complain about that one bit. And as you saw on the clearance rack, I have been pondering picking this game up for a while now. It's called Dreams, and I guess what it is like a almost like a video game creator. You create your own games and stuff like that and design stuff. I don't know a ton about it, but I've heard it's pretty amazing. But yeah, it's from the creators of Little Big Planet, so it's like a Sony property, I guess, probably. But it was only $12 as well. You can't see that very well because it's so bright. But yeah, $12 on clearance. I'm going to try this out. This seems like it'd be a cool thing. I bet you me and Andrew could have some fun playing this and building like a little fantasy world for a video game or something. I don't know. I'll learn more as I go. But I always see this for like $25 to $30. So to pick it up for $12 seemed like a pretty good deal to grab. And why not? New games are always fun to try out, and especially when they're cheap. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you coming out with me again this week. We had a lot of fun, found a lot of games, and got them all for cheap. Anyway, guys, like always, stay safe out there, and until next time, keep hunting.